these are going to be all the answers for lesson 1-3, which was basically a review dictation thing that we did in the previous lesson. So I'm going to provide the problem number and then the answer. The first section has 3 subsections, and the first of that had 11 problems. The second section had 12 problems, and then the third section had 12 problems. So there would be a total of 35 problems on that part. So I'm going to break this down, and we're just going to do that section. We're going to do the basically the head knowledge stuff first, and then I'll give the answers for all the musical dictation where I played piano and you had to write down the music. Okay, but first, the head knowledge. All right. The first one. This first section, I give you the solfege, and you had to provide the dot numbers of how that was made or how to make that in Braille. And here are the answers. The first one was do. Answer 1, 4, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Sol. Answer 1, 2, 5. Re. Answer 1, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Do. Answer 1, 4, 5. Sol. Answer 1, 2, 5. Re. Answer 1, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Sol. Answer 1, 2, 5. Do. Answer 1, 4, 5. All right, the next subsection of the first section, I gave you the dot numbers and you had to provide the solfege. There was one on here where I was trying to say the numbers 4 and 5 at the same time. Please disregard that one. I think I don't know what happened there, but we're not counting it. So I'm gonna give you the problem and then I'll give you the answer. So the dot numbers I gave are 1, 4, 5. Answer do. 1, 2, 4. Answer mi. And again, that's spelled M-I. The next one, 1, 5. Re, and that is spelled R-E. Make sure that spelling is correct. 1, 2, 5. Answer sol. S-O-L. And obviously do is spelled D-O. The next one, 1, 2, 4. Answer mi. 1, 4, 5. Answer do. 1, 5. Answer re. 1, 2, 5. Answer sol. 1, 4, 5. Answer do. 1, 2, 4. Answer mi. 1, 5. Answer re. 1, 4, 5. Answer, do. If you got all those correct, you got 12 out of 12. In the first section, there should be 11 problems. So if you got all those correct, you got 11 out of 11. All right, the third section for this first big section. I give you the alphabetic letter that shares the same dots as the solfege, and you needed to provide the solfege that fit with that same character as the alphabetic letter I gave. So for example, the first one, I said the letter D. The answer for that would be do, because the letter D and the pitch do use the same alphabetic letters. So, I'll give the alphabetic letters, and then I'll give the answers following each. So the first one, I gave the letter D. Answer, do. E. Answer, re. H. Answer, sol. F. Answer, mi. E. Answer, re. H. Answer, sol. D. Answer, do. F. Answer, mi. E. Answer, re. H. Answer, sol. I'm trying not to let that distract me. All right. I'm gonna do the previous one. H. Answer, sol. F. Answer, mi. D. Answer, do. And again, there's 12 problems on that. So if you got all 12 of them correct, you are doing really, really well. So that first section that I would consider head knowledge, that is 35 points. So if you got all 35 correct, you are doing really, really good. Now, we move on to what would be called the practical application of everything, where you're listening to music and you have to write it down for your best friend or something. We have 10 problems for the first section of what I would call the dictation, the little short melodies. Then there was 5 for the intervals. Then after that, there were 12 on the quote-unquote homework assignment. I took the 4 long sections and I broke those up into smaller bits. So there's 3 sections in each problem there. So there's 12 possible points you could get on that. For the vocalises, if you did decide to write those out, there were 10 possible on those. Okay, so I'm just going to read off the number and then give the answer. So dictation, the first one, this is the first set of 10. Number 1, do, re, mi, sol. And this was a section where you had to write the music symbols for the Braille. I'm not going to be spelling out dot numbers. I'm just going to give out the solfege, and you should be pretty comfortable with correcting this stuff by now, recognizing notes and symbols and things like that. Okay, so number 2 is sol, mi, re, do. Number 3, mi, re, do, sol. Number 4, do, so, re, mi. Number 5, do, mi, sol, mi, re. Number 6, re, mi, sol, mi, do. Number 7, mi, do, re, mi, sol. Number 8, sol, mi, re, do, mi. Number 9, do, sol, mi. Number 10, mi, sol, do. So if you got all those correct, you got a 10 out of 10. You would be at 45 points right now. The next section was dealing with the intervals, where I played two pitches, and you had to identify what type of an interval. Was it a second or a major third or something, minor third or a fifth or a fourth? That was what I'm looking for. So again, I'm going to give the problem number, and then I'm going to give the answer. Okay, so number 1, I played the pitches do, re, and that is a second. Number 2, sol, mi. That is a minor third. If you did not mark down that it was a minor, take off half point. But if you did get the whole answer, the minor, and that it was a third, you get full point. Okay, number 3, do, mi. This is a major third. And again, if you didn't indicate that it was a major, take off half a point. If you did indicate it was a major, you will get full points, provided you got the right interval, which is a third, obviously. Okay, number 4, do, sol. This is a fifth. That was the answer. It's a fifth. Number 5, sol, re. Answer, fourth. So if you got all those correct, you would have got 5 out of 5. If you got half points, obviously you get like 4.5 or whatever. However the problems work out for you. Okay, so next is the really long homework section. I am going to read off each section within each problem, because I divided these up into 3. So I'm going to say E1 or E2 or E3, and that denotes which section of the problem I'm looking at. And if you wrote these like if you had done like a space or an enter something after each one, maybe it'll be easier for you guys to find them. But however you organize your work, I'm hoping you're able to navigate to correct these. Okay, so E1, the answers are do, mi, re, sol. And again, you had to write out the pitches in Braille. You had to use the music note symbols that we're learning in Braille. If you just wrote out like the solfege, I don't know. You might get half point for trying, but I don't know. But in reality, you have to be able to write these using the music symbols. You can't be spelling out solfege. So E2, the answers are mi, do, sol, do. E3, the answers are re, mi, sol, do, re. My eye kind of got jumpy there for a moment. Okay, letter B. This is B1. Sol, do, re, sol. B2. Mi, sol, do, sol, mi. B3. Re, do, sol, mi. Letter H. This is H1. Mi, do, sol, mi, re, do. H2. Sol, do, mi, sol. H3. Do, mi, re. This is letter J, which is the last letter of the set. This is J1. The answer is sol, do, mi, sol. J2. Do, mi, re, do. J3. Sol, do, re, sol, mi. So if you got all of those correct, you would be getting a 12 out of 12 on that, and you can add that to your overall score. The last section, I had said that you could listen to it, sing along to it, or write it out if you wanted to. If you did write it out, I'm just going to give you the answers. Okay, so for the vocalises, this is the pentascale. The ascending scale is do, re, mi, fa, sol. And these, you didn't have to write out the actual pitch name. You could just spell it out because we haven't covered all of the letters. So if you spelt these out, like in solfege, like D-O or R-E or M-I, that is totally acceptable. So these, I didn't need the actual pitches. You just had to be able to know what the solfege was that I was playing. But this one, it wasn't really like major, like as far as like understanding. It was just kind of something for fun. But for those of you that did write it out, I figures I'll give you the answers. Okay, so that was the ascending, do, re, mi, fa, sol. The pentascale descending is sol, fa, mi, re, do. And if you got both of those correct, you would get 2 points. If you got any of the letters wrong on any of the ascending or descending, or the solfege, sorry, you would not get that particular problem correct. You would like if for like the ascending, if you miss the fa or something, you would only get like that particular section wrong, but you would still get the descending correct if you got that correct. I hope that makes sense. Any questions, please leave a comment. Okay, so for the next section, we have the pentascale additive. So the ascending, the answers are do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And that is all for ascending. You have to have all of that correct to get your full point on that. The descending, the answers are sol, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol. If you got that section, the descending, if you got all of those correct, give yourself another point. So that section, the additive pentascale, is 2 points. Next, we have the intervals. You have to get all of the intervals correct for the ascending for 1 point, and all of the intervals correct for the descending intervals. Okay, so for the second, the answers of the ascending are do, re, do. For the second of the descending, the answers are sol, fa, sol. For the major third ascending, the answers are do, mi, do. For the minor third, the descending answers are sol, mi, sol. For the fourth, the ascending, the answer is do, fa, do. For the descending, the answer is sol, re, sol. For the fifth, the answer for the ascending, do, sol, do. For the descending, the fifth answer is sol, do, sol. Okay, then there's the thirds. This is what I call the jumping thirds, when you go like do, mi, re, fa, that sort of thing. If you get all of these correct, then you would get 1 point for the ascending. If you get all of them correct on the descending, you can give yourself another point. Okay, so here are the answers for the thirds. The ascending, the answers are do, mi, re, fa, mi, sol. The descending answers for the thirds are sol, mi, fa, re, mi, do. And again, if you got those correct, if you got both those correct, you get 2 points. Last section you have is the tonic triad, and this is an ascending and descending one. So again, if you get the ascending right, you get a point. If you get the descending right, you get another point. Here are the answers for the ascending: do, mi, sol. And the descending, sol, mi, do. So that concludes all of the answers for the vocalises, and there were 10 possible. So in total you should have 72 points. And that is if I did my arithmetic correctly. If you have any questions, send a comment, and I will do my best to answer it. Otherwise, I would like to thank all the people who have been subscribing the past several weeks and the past several months. I think I've gained 4 new subscribers since I started. So I want to thank you very, very much. And I hope that I'm providing some sort of service or something like that for you or for people who are needing this type of knowledge. The next section that we are going to cover is going to be a new pitch, and that is going to be the pitch fa. And once we start learning, once we get after the let me try to think on this. Once we finish lesson 1.4 and we go through all the pitches, the other sections that we have, the next 2 sections are going to be basically a nice review. And then after that, we'll be learning the final 2 pitches, and then we will be able to do more like ear training and singing and things like that. But I don't want to jump too far. I don't want to jump too far ahead. But I'm just taking this a little bit at a time. I've got a million things going on outside of this, so I don't want to bombard myself too much or bombard you guys too much. And I also do want to give you guys ample time to actually really try to learn and try to understand what you're doing. So I hope by my late posting isn't too bad of a problem. But I will try to get it more consistent, but I need to balance some things outside of YouTube first. Okay, so the next section that I put up is going to introduce the pitch fa. And I don't think I'll be doing a review because we technically just spent the whole lesson doing a review. So we're just going to jump straight into fa, and we're going to continue forging on with this beautiful journey of Braille music learning. Until we meet again, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.